he's gonna have fun with the recent update with the that thing. Wait, what? That was just added. How old is this video? Generic intro into that goes me. We're back with another Game Theory Minecraft reaction. Today we're doing Minecraft: The Secret Desert Origin of Creepers, which maybe it has something to do with the desert temples. Maybe he's going to finally be talking about those, because I think in some of the blocks they actually kind of have some symbols that you can kind of make out what they are. The last video was Minecraft has a zombie virus, which kind of explains how where zombies come from and zombie pigmen and whatnot, and piglins in the nether and stuff like that. You can check my reaction to that video. I'll leave it right up there. Also link down below in the description. And somebody said I should make 3 playlists. I should make one for Game Theory FNAF, one for Game Theory Minecraft, and one for all of Game Theory, which I could definitely do that. That might be a little difficult, but I can definitely see if I can make that happen. Let me know if you would like to also see that, so you can binge watch through all of them. But they'll link down below in the description of every video, and then you can just kind of like watch it in order. But a playlist definitely make that a lot easier. Shout out to the patrons, because they got all the videos day early. Could not do this if it was not for them. $3 a month gets you all my reaction videos day early, and allows me to have a paywall on channel. It allows me to make as many videos as I do. So hopefully I can make your day just tiny little better. I do read all your comments, whether you're patron or not, whether you're subscribed to that, but I hope you are subscribed, as we're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers as soon as we possibly can, which is kind of crazy because it is approaching. But let's go ahead and jump into Minecraft: The Secret Desert Origin of Creepers. Ah, man. I'm restoring my ancient city in Minecraft Mondays, which I stream on Monday.
The ancient Egyptians used it as a symbol
and
of
it is so much fun. It's such a project.
And here we have ourselves the Ankh, representing life.
That's what that means?
Write that down.
Yes, of course.
And this one? Well, we just haven't figured this one out yet.
Dr. MatPat, what's that hissing sound?
Yeah, well,
probably just the sound my torch makes when it's...
That's true. Okay, well...
Hello,
history is happening.
Theory, the show that continues to chisel away at the hidden lore of Minecraft.
Was this when they added the chisel?
Archaeological dig, we've covered the secrets hidden in a lot of Minecraft's environments, from the game's underwater biomes to the
apparently the last theory you can kind of like throw out a little bit
beyond the portals to the nether in the end. But one that I've largely left ignored up till now has been the desert biome.
That's not even a desert, is it?
Having researched this theory was a huge mistake on my part. While the desert might be lacking in life, it is teeming with lore, filled with subtle game design decisions that give us
like there's the creepers on chiseled sandstone. That's it.
This game, and connecting in with a lot of the theories that we've had since the earliest days of the channel. In short, the desert is where everything in the lost history of Minecraft's world began, which is why it is a shame that I am only starting to cover it now.
Are we really 12 episodes
thirsty
in?
Theorists,
I feel like I've been doing this for
nice,
months.
Tall, cool glass of knowledge, that is, because today is all about cats, creepers, and desert temples. Oh my!
I miss my cat.
But first, just a quick note here to say that brand new theoryware is available right now.
Oh, that's that diagram shows pretty
cool. For this
cool.
new science collection, we actually pulled out all the stops to offer new items that we've never made available before. You've of course got all the apparel you'd expect.
See,
like
my problem with that is that it's very busy on the front. I like small logo here,
designed alongside
smaller logo, and then the big logo on the back.
Chock full of all the premium details that you've come to expect with our merch, including dipped drawstrings, thumb holes, and double-lined hood. But then there's some cool new items that we've never made before.
Make a golf shirt. Make a golf shirt and I'll buy it, Matt. I'll buy it.
And they are unlike
I'll be the
shoe
first
you've
person
ever
to buy it.
seen.
Trust me.
What other shoe on planet Earth is gonna let you wear neon green like this on your feet? There's also our new
remember when I bought the
card holder if you're not the wallet type.
The Minecraft sock.
Holder, able to hold everything from your
I would wear it in school.
Chuck E. Cheese card to your now defunct Disney annual pass to embarrassing photos of your girlfriend from when she was in high school.
Wait a minute, what?
This pack of 3 mini theory
They were
notebooks
definitely married
that
at
are
the time, weren't
perfect for
they?
jotting down notes in your purse or back pocket. Even a cuddly new best friend for you to enjoy that we've spent, no joke, literally the past like 3 years trying to make happen just because you guys wanted him so badly on GT Live. Meet the ultimate Peepachu. Ollie is very excited that he's joined the crew. But perhaps the coolest thing we've done, and the last thing I'll mention right now, our first ever Game Theory watch, complete with backing, a little light up trophy on the face,
as a horologist myself, that's
water resistance.
What time is it?
Why is that on your right wrist?
Look, it's our logo.
I mean, it's fine if
All
you
of that
do.
is
It's
available
just
only for the next 2 weeks, so grab them before time runs out.
That's actually
They're all
sick.
available right below this video if you want to check them out.
even the
And
little
now,
diagram with
back
the
to our
oh,
theme.
it
Now,
has
to
a
begin
little
with a quick
trophy.
refresher,
Oh,
my
it's
little
so cool.
Minecraft lore series, which I've been building on for the better
I'm a
part
watch
of 2
guy.
years,
I'm in
began
multiple
with the
watch
premise
clubs
that the
in
world
my
of
area.
Minecraft was once home to an ancient civilization of builders who left behind the structures that we see today. Over time,
I wish I had
many
my watch.
episodes
It's
of
not in
game
here. It's
theory,
in the
we've been
bedroom.
able to show that this ancient race was obsessed with preserving life, leading to experiments with soul sand that resulted in the creation of the Wither, alongside other mobs that might also
No,
be
Warren,
made from
that's
souls.
not-
And while I think I've made a pretty solid case for all that so far, today we're going to examine a piece of evidence in the game that is by far the strongest argument for this being the true history of the Minecraft universe, one absolutely intended by the game developers, and not just me, you know, doing that thing that I always do where I
Which
insert
jump to
lore
conclusions?
where
Yeah.
lore was never meant to go. So what exactly am I talking about? Well, if we examine the blocks
I hate it
of
when the
temples that
pyramids
spawn
are a little
randomly into the
low,
desert
so you
biome,
can
we
dig
see a
into
symbol
them, but it
that
can
looks
make
like
sense.
a real-world hieroglyph, which in ancient Egypt was the symbol of life, the
That-
Ankh. And this should immediately strike you as odd. The world of Minecraft is entirely fictional.
I thought it was
and
just the
largely a blank
design.
slate where we can
Color.
layer in whatever adventures we want to have in this world. And yet, for some reason, this is our one instance of a real-world symbol being used in the Minecraft
that
universe.
can't be the only
I mean,
one.
when the game's developers were designing these structures, they didn't have to use any symbol. It's
Yeah.
not like jungle temples or underwater temples have any sort of real-world symbology
Well,
in them. So that's
underwater
already an
temples
odd little
are,
outlier about these
what,
temples. But
ziggurats?
beyond that, if they really felt the need to use
similar to.
hieroglyphics, there are dozens of iconic ones that they could have chosen, like the Eye of Horus, which, if you
Yeah,
ask
been
me,
a
is
little
much
difficult.
more iconic. Get it? Iconic? I hate myself so much. But instead, they decided to go with the Ankh, a symbol of life. Interesting. What's more, the
Very
Ankh
interesting.
didn't just symbolize life. It was a symbol of the idea of the continuity of life. The ancient Egyptians were famous for mummifying their dead and then building elaborate, beautiful,
Hey.
and massive tombs for them. All of
That
this was
is
based on the idea
wild.
that what we now think of as death wasn't the end of life, but rather just one step
So
on their
Cleopatra
journey to
was
the
closer to
afterlife. Hence the need
today
to preserve
than
the physical body
the pyramids
even
being
after
built,
all signs of life leave it.
Whoa.
That is roughly what the Ankh stood for. Eternal life. Life after death. Which, if you ask me, ties in pretty neatly with the theory that I've been crafting about these Minecraft builders. An ancient civilization obsessed with life and finding a way to conquer death? Check. Building a bunch of
Yeah.
ancient structures that have endured to the present day, leaving archaeologists like us trying to piece together how these
But
ancient
he's
civilizations
gonna have fun with
operated?
the
Check again.
recent
And
update
this
with the
is just
with the
scratching the
that thing.
surface.
Wait,
The
what?
more
That was just
we dig
added.
into the desert
How old
biome,
is
the
this
more
video?
we start to get a
3
clearer
years.
picture of what kinds of projects those ancient builders were working on. Oh yeah, we're talking about those guys. One of gaming's most iconic enemies, the Creeper.
Which
One of
was
the
put
first
in
things
as
that
a
every
bug.
player learns about the desert pyramids is, well, you
That.
gotta be careful, because the people who built them left behind some traps. Traps in the form of TNT. In fact,
Yeah.
desert pyramids are one of the very few places in the game that you can
has it.
actually find TNT. You can find TNT near the ocean by looting buried treasure and shipwrecks, but the only places that you're gonna be finding TNT in the world itself are in the desert pyramids or in certain woodland mansion rooms. Put a pin in that woodland mansion stuff. We're gonna come
Wait,
back
what
to
do you-
that in a few minutes.
wait,
Now,
huh?
the desert temple TNT is notable because TNT has a very specific connection to the Creeper. Obviously, TNT and the Creeper are both
Are
very
creepers
explodey.
mummies?
They both make a similar hissing sound. You may also notice that crafting TNT requires gunpowder, and one
And
of the
is
few
that the same
reliable
pattern
sources of
as the
gunpowder
floor?
is killing creepers. What you might not know about the Creeper is that they are literally made of TNT. No joke. In the official Minecraft book, the Mobbeast
Do they have
Diary,
TNT
you
in
get
their
to
head or
see
something?
a cross-section
Yeah,
of a
no.
creeper that has a TNT block shoved right into the center of its body. Now, in case you didn't realize this, Mother Nature doesn't tend to
And
put
it's a
neat little
fuse.
labels on your internal organs. Otherwise, all those dissections in high school science class would be way easier.
I
No, this
never had to do that,
outright tells us that the
thankfully.
Creeper was an artificial creation by some sort of people that would
To
label a
protect
block of
it?
explosives as
Maybe?
TNT. Like, for example, the same civilization that built the desert pyramids and rigged them with TNT
To
traps.
protect
Yeah, I
the
get that the
tombs.
TNT label is kind of a joke, but also
But there's no,
it's
like,
kind
burial.
of not a joke, because in that same Bestiary entry, which is written from the perspective of an in-world adventurer, they point out that, quote, the ancient desert temples clearly portray the Creeper's image. Now, it might seem seem weird at first to suggest that the creepers were made by a civilization located in a desert, or
Well,
even made in a desert at all. After all, creepers are green, and the desert biome is
not very
significantly
green.
less green than other places in the game world. But remember, this mob was made by an ancient civilization, and the desert they
Don't you
lived
think
in
I'd make
might
it
not be
blend in?
completely identical to the desert that we see today.
Maybe
In
it's
fact,
supposed to
just
blend
like
with
the
cactus.
Ankh, this is another place where I think turning to real-world Egypt can actually give us some insight. While most people's mental picture of Egypt just includes things like the pyramids and sand, lots and lots of sand,
Lots of
Egypt
sand.
is also home to the Nile River, which is surrounded by lush plant life. Now, way back in 2014, I actually did a Minecraft
What
episode
are
all
creepers?
about
I
the
haven't done that
creeper.
one.
Not a lore episode, but a science episode trying to pick apart what the creeper could
Oh, not me.
possibly be. Back then, I theorized that the creeper's green color was peat moss, decayed vegetation often found near bodies of water like bogs, rivers, and marshes. And wouldn't you know
Nile?
it, but peat is, in fact, found near rivers like
Isn't
the Nile
peat
River in
where coal comes
real-world
from?
Egypt. So yeah, turns out that real-world Egypt is home to the sort of stuff that creepers could potentially be made out of.
The
But of
pyramids
course,
are
we don't care about
mind-boggling.
real-world deserts, we
Like-
care about Minecraft deserts. Could a lush green bomb monster come out of there? We
Like the
unfortunately
precision
don't
that
see
they
the
were
same
built
kind
and
of
everything,
lush,
it's
floral
actually
wildlife in
wild.
the game that we see in real-world Egypt, after all. But could Minecraft's deserts have once flowed with a river similar to the Nile? Is there even a way that we could possibly tell
I mean,
this
doesn't
fact
the
in a
Nile
video
actually
game?
flow
Yes
from
and
south to
yes.
north?
In fact, we can know it in the game in much the same way that real-world researchers have to solve the same problem in real life, using geologic formation. Answering the question of what ancient worlds looked like is something that real-world researchers
Cambrian
have to tackle all the
explosion.
time. Since Mars has been in the news lately, let's use that
Why?
as our example. Many scientists currently believe that Mars was once home to liquid water. But why would they think that, considering the planet is
Dude,
currently drier than
give me
Dundee's sense
this
of humor?
club
Well,
and a golf ball
because
and
of
I'll find water
geologic
on Mars.
formations. The surface of Mars has canyons, the same kind of canyons that would be carved by a flowing river, and have been carved by a flowing river here on Earth.
Oh.
By the same token, we can look at the desert hills in Minecraft and conclude the high likelihood that they also would have been made by ancient waterways slowly carving away at the land bit by bit.
But wouldn't
year
the
after
water
year.
still be
How do I know
there,
that I'm
though?
not
Kinda like the Grand
completely
Canyon?
overthinking this? Remember, these aren't just sand dunes. If you start digging down, you hit sandstone, a rock that is formed mostly in rivers, lakes, the ocean
Okay,
floor,
now that
and
is true.
beaches. All places
Maybe
that
there was a
either currently
flood,
have
actually.
or once had water. So yeah, given
maybe
what
not.
we know about real-world Egypt,
Maybe
the
there was a
geologic
flood. I
formations
don't
of the
know.
biome, the fact that creepers are depicted in the temples, the connections to TNT, and heck, just the fact that creepers spawn in deserts, we get a good sense that creepers, the ancient builders, and the desert biomes may just all be connected. But
Somehow.
if you look at the loot that appears in desert pyramids, another interesting picture starts
What?
to emerge. For one thing, you can loot ancient chests and find bones and rotten flesh. Not all that
makes
different
sense.
from
Yeah.
real-world archaeologists uncovering ancient Egyptian pyramids and finding preserved human remains. Oh god. When we loot boxes in Minecraft and get
That's
rotten flesh, it's
the
actually
mummies.
the flesh of ancient
Dude,
humans
they're only putting them in
desecrating
single boxes,
8-bit
though?
corpses? Oh, that puts it in an entirely new perspective. But what's really interesting about this,
And they're not even
outside
in,
of
like,
the
a
fact
double
that now
chest.
we've realized that we're just all poking dead bodies, is the next most common item that we'll find in these chests, string. Now, string might seem like the odd one out here. Maybe it's just a coincidence that it appears with the exact
Maybe
same
it's supposed to be like
frequency as
cloth.
sand and gunpowder, but I think there's something else going on here. Consider this. In the Minecraft world, string is connected to cats. After all, tamed cats have a chance of giving string to the player, and
They
cats
do?
drop string when they die. The
They
premise
do?
is that cats love playing with
Aw.
string. But why would the ancient builder civilization that made the desert pyramids have any sort of connection with cats?
they worship
Well,
cats?
once again, we can turn to real
Yeah.
world Egypt. The ancient Egyptians considered cats to be sacred. A number of Egyptian deities had cat heads. Ancient religious texts from the time detailed the protective function of cats,
that
as
a
they were
cat holding
considered
a knife?
responsible for killing venomous snakes, and were considered in the first dynasty of Egypt to play an important role in keeping the pharaoh safe. Even on his journey into the afterlife, skeletal remains show that many
Okay, how did a
pharaohs
cat
were
do
buried
that?
with cats to keep them safe. The fact that Egyptians held cats as sacred was something that enemies would sometimes take advantage of in battle. In the 6th
What?
century BC, during the Battle of Pelusium, Persian soldiers used cats as shields, expecting that Egyptians would be hesitant to attack if they thought
That's
they would risk
not
hurting
cool.
cats. Even wilder than the fact that they tried this as a combat maneuver is the fact that it actually worked. So how does this relate to the Minecraft world?
They're like, I'm not
wouldn't you
messing with
know
my
it,
afterlife.
There's a particular Minecraft mob that's repelled by the appearance of cats, the creeper. It's a weird detail, right? Why this creature of all mobs would avoid something as random as cats? Well, it suggests either one, that it's scared of cats, or two, that it is the creation of a civilization that somehow found cats important.
Well, why would it
Creepers
run away
avoid
from
cats
them?
because they don't want to hurt them, just like the ancient Egyptians avoided cats in wartime for fear of hurting the sacred creatures. I mean, seriously, it seems highly possible
That's
that the ancient
wild.
builders made
It's
creepers with
good.
their own cat-worshipping sensibilities in mind.
And
Those
also with the
ancient
update with the
desert
brush
builders aren't
and like the
only
secret
ones in
little
Minecraft world
compartments
that
and
worship
rooms,
cats.
maybe.
If you've ever found a woodland mansion, you might have stumbled
Why are the
across a
chickens on
room
top?
with a giant cat statue. It is unexpected, to say the least.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? Well, you might say that the cat statue is a tribute to the Minecraft lead designer's pet cat Newton, and you'd
Aw.
be right. But there are lots
no.
of places that you could put this Easter egg. Why place it here
I saw there
in
was
the
another
Woodland
date.
Mansion specifically? Well, remember earlier this episode when I mentioned that TNT only appears in two places in the Minecraft world? One was the Desert Pyramid, obviously, but the other is the Woodland Mansion, where you
But
also
where?
find chests that are
I have
booby
never
trapped
seen
with
that room
TNT.
before.
Huh. Something tells me that the Illagers might be copying someone's homework. And not just with cats and TNT either, but with the whole concept of life itself. I've spent multiple
Maybe they-
episodes
like
trying
I said,
to
I
prove to
feel
you
like they're
how the
just trying to,
Illagers
like,
are experimenting with the power of eternal
taking
life, most
record and
notably
studying
through their
everything.
usage of the totems of the
Kinda like a
undying.
museum.
But these Egyptian connections
In
just
Modern
take it all
Warfare
one step
2?
further.
Yeah.
Cats, TNT, Ankhs, a quest
Or
for
God
eternal
Museum.
life, from ancient Egypt to Minecraft desert temples to woodland mansions, it all connects. And now we start to see how these pieces may start to fall together. Could it be that creepers were some of the earliest
also the game keeps coming out with
creations
new
of the
stuff,
ancient
so-
builders, living in their desert temples?
I know the
Perhaps
actual
their
origin was that it was a
experiments with
bug,
life and
but-
creating life that led to the creation of a walking sentient pillar of TNT. And as a society that valued cats just like their counterparts in real-world Egypt, and as evidenced by the strings stored throughout their loot boxes, they endowed their creations with a similar respect for felines. And from there, could it be that Illagers are long-lost
I've got
descendants
the
of
string-
that culture?
the
their
string to
statues
cat
and their TNT
relation
booby
is a
traps?
little-
Or are they just
little there.
imitating this ancient culture?
Well, maybe they do
Cargo-culting it
give you
without
strength,
really
so
knowing
maybe,
the
I don't know.
logic or reason behind it. Who knows? The answer to that question may be coming. I hear that this summer we're going to be able to do our own archaeological
There we go.
excavations in Minecraft. I mean,
That's
I
such a
can
cool
dig it.
thing.
As in archaeology pun? Get it? Again, I hate myself. I am so sorry. Anyway, until that moment,
That's such a
that,
cool
my
thing.
friends, is the uncanny connection between creepers, cats, and desert temples. The strange coincidences just keep building, don't they? And you can bet I'll be here to cover it all. But until the next one, remember,
Yeah.
it's all just a theory. A
Nobody cats in
game
Minecraft?
theory.
Aw.
Thanks for watching.
I have a couple cats in
one thing
Minecraft.
they don't warn you about being a YouTuber is the sheer amount of time you spend staring at screens. For this theory alone, I had Minecraft on one monitor and
Yeah.
ancient aliens on the other,
Uh,
with my vision split down the middle
and,
like the
me
Megusta
editing
meme.
constantly,
That's right,
like 10 hours a day.
meme reference for the win. I am so old. Anyway,
Same,
long story
I remember
short, my eyes are
Megusta.
tired, and to combat that searing feeling in my retinas, I've been taking a lot more walks to unplug. But it's not like
Oh.
I'm stopping my YouTube viewing while I'm out amongst the majesty of nature. I am listening to all my favorite channels, like Donkey, who I mentioned earlier today. And that means I'm taking my Raycon wireless
Oh.
earbuds with me, our
Where-
sponsor for
where are my
today's
Raycons?
episode.
I have
Raycon
Raycons.
earbuds are comfortable and lightweight.
I thought
enough
this
to
was
really
gonna
let
be
me feel
a,
unplugged.
like a
Plus, their fit is
glasses
secure
thing
enough
for,
that
like,
I never
blue
have to
light
worry about
glasses.
them falling
'Cause
out, no matter
I
how
have
many West Side
contacts
Story
for that.
style high kicks and
I have
pirouettes
contacts
I'm
that
doing
help
down my
with, like,
driveway.
looking at
And
screens.
yes, that is what I do down
I
my
do enjoy my
driveway.
Raycons quite a
Hashtag
lot.
no shame. Hashtag dance like no one's watching. Which again
That's
was
true.
a viral video trend back in like multiple
That was a
decades
trend?
ago.
I just
Raycon
know it as
gives
a
you all the
quote.
quality and features you want from a premium wireless earbud for
I
half the
don't know where I
price.
even saw
Raycon's
that
earbuds
quote. It was
give you
like,
6 hours of playtime,
sing like no one's
seamless
listening,
Bluetooth
dance
pairing,
like no
more
one's
bass,
watching.
and a compact design for a comfortable noise isolating fit. In fact, they are so sure that Raycons are the earbuds for you that they have a 45-day free return policy so you
Pretty
can
good
try
policy.
them for yourself. So
I've
head down your
enjoyed
driveway
mine.
and start
Being completely honest with you, I'm not sponsored by them.
That are with you every step of the way. Raycon.
I could be
Click
sponsored
the link
by
down
them,
in the
but,
description below or go to
no,
buyraycon.com/MatPat.
I've enjoyed mine quite a lot.
MATPAT,
One of my
and get
viewers actually sent me a pair.
15% off your Raycon purchase,
And
making that
it was,
already
the
stellar
Blip
price
thing.
that much better. That is buyraycon.com/MatPat. MATPAT. Grab them now before this deal pulls a Minecraft and
Pulls
becomes
a
ancient history. And
Oh,
I'll
there's
see you all
Technoblade.
next week.
Rest in peace, Technoblade. Well, Technoblade never dies as well. So, this was an interesting video. There's a lot of connections here, and I actually learned a lot about Minecraft, which is crazy because I've played Minecraft since like March 2011, and I didn't know that cats drop strength. I don't think I've ever killed a cat in Minecraft, to be honest with you. So, like, That does make a whole lot of sense. But so where do the creeper like actually come? Is that the people they turn into creepers? Which I don't know how I'd feel about being called a creeper. That would not be very pleasant to be heard. Maybe it's a translation. I don't know. This is cool. I can't wait to see what he talks about with the Caves and Cliffs update, because I feel like that's really gonna like completely shift the entire realm of Minecraft lore. I'm really looking forward to that. Like I said, I stream Minecraft on Mondays. I'm restoring an ancient city right now, and it is going. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I'm replacing all the skulk on the floor right now and restoring parts of it, and the floor, ceiling, walls, everything. You know, fixing buildings, building new buildings. It's a process, but it's a really fun process. I'm doing it all in survival, and I'm live streaming all of it. So I hope to see you there. I hope you have a wonderful rest today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I look forward to reading your comments. But until next video, take care and keep the music.
We were playing